What's going on, guys? This is Rob, and if you're enjoying the content here on my channel, then make sure you hit the like button and make sure you hit subscribe so you can help decide what direction the content on my channel goes in the foreseeable future.
Alright, what's going on, guys? This is Rob, and I may be talking a little bit quieter than I normally do, but the reason why is because I'm in a hotel room. I'm currently in Disney World, and I'm getting ready to go to Epcot Center, which means there's going to be a lot of alcohol being drank today. But if you guys are seeing this video, or when you guys see this video, I will have just crossed 1 million subscribers, so I'm excited. I do want to say thank you to everybody who helped me to get to this point. I do want to say thank you to everybody who helped me to pull this off. It is a crazy experience knowing that we're at 1 million subscribers, and I never thought we would have gotten this far. I do have a surprise for you guys about crossing 1 million subs. And if you want to find out what that surprise is, you have to go watch the Ultimate Weekly Recap, which will be out on Tuesday, I think, over on Comic Storian's channel. We've been building up to this for a little while. Some of you guys who are following me on Twitter already know what's going on. I will say 14 individuals will be chosen to become a part of what it is that I'm building. It's the Rob Core. I can't keep it in. It's the Rob Core. I got Rob Core rings. I got 15 Rob Core rings, and I'm really excited about it. Anyway, this video is going to be a test. We're going to do an experiment here. Last week, we did a video on what would happen if the Incredible Hulk became the Red Lantern, and we'll reference that in this video. This video, we're going to kill him, and we're going to test the waters, and we're going to see which idea is better. To do 2 separate videos with a character gaining Marvel or DC powers, whichever the case may be, and then killing them, or just combining them into one video. So like next week, we'll talk about what would happen if Batman became Venom, and then we'll probably just combine how to kill him and how to defeat him in the same video, just to kind of test the waters and see how you guys respond. We're just gonna sort of go with that, and we're gonna see what happens. But for those of you guys who didn't see my Incredible Hulk becoming a Red Lantern video, I will put a link to that in the description so you can go back and you can watch it. But for those of you guys who are brand new here, basically we did a what if storyline on what would happen if Hulk got a Red Lantern ring, and we ended that story with the Hulk defeated but still alive. But I know you guys, Rob Core, I know you guys like the back of my hand and the Rob Core ring that's on my finger right now. And I know that you're not satisfied with just defeating these ridiculously powerful heroes. No. You want them off the board permanently. Yes. So that's what we're going to do today. Now, as we always do, we have to start with a discussion of what Red Lantern Hulk's powers and abilities are. Now, this might be a little repetitive for those of you guys who have already watched the previous video, but just bear with me while we go over it for those who might be watching for the first time. So of course, Red Lantern Hulk is going to have all the powers and abilities that the Hulk would have normally. So as pretty much everyone that has any familiarity with comic books knows, the Hulk possesses super strength that increases as he gets angrier with no known upper limit. He also has insane durability to the point that it's nearly impossible to harm him through conventional means. And in the event that he does suffer an injury, his insanely fast regenerative healing factor can more than make up for it. Now clearly, the Hulk on his own is formidable, as he's probably the strongest Earthbound character in the entire Marvel Universe. But we've already gone over how to kill him in a previous video, so that's why we're throwing in the Red Lantern ring, simply to just make things harder on ourselves. So the Red Lantern ring draws its powers from the rage of the person wielding it and confers a variety of abilities on its wielder, with the most notable of these being the ability to regurgitate a stream of liquid rage in the form of corrosive incendiary blood. Now, in addition to this, the Red Lantern ring allows its wearer to create hard light constructs from red light, the strength of which is determined by the rage level of the wearer. Furthermore, the ring allows the user to create a protective force field fueled by rage and also allows them to fly. So if the Red Hulk had the Red Lantern ring, like we discussed in the previous video that we did on him, what we're faced with is the proposition of taking down one of the strongest characters in the Marvel Universe, who we really can't inflict any damage on and can heal from whatever damage he does suffer, that's also able to fly and vomit corrosive rage blood all over the place. Now, in our previous video, as I said, we managed to defeat the Red Lantern Hulk, but it took the entirety of the Blue Lantern and Green Lantern Corps to do so. And that only worked after pretty much every superhero in Marvel Comics had failed to collectively take him down. The reason that worked is that the Red Lanterns have an inherent weakness to the Blue Lanterns, which derive their energy from the emotion of hope that allow the Blue Lanterns to drain the power of the Red Lanterns. And basically, that's how we defeated the Hulk in our last video, by draining the power of the Red Lantern ring that he was wearing. But now, it's time to go a step further, and not only leave the Incredible Hulk defeated, but to also unalive, also known as advertiser-friendly word, the Hulk. To that end, we'll start with the most straightforward way to kill the Red Lantern Hulk. This method involves exploiting the physiological transformation that takes place in all those who put on the Red Lantern ring. For those that are unfamiliar, what happens when someone puts on the ring is that the ring basically replaces their heart as well as their blood with pure rage, and the ring functions as a type of life support, keeping its wearer alive. What that means though is that if the wearer is separated from the ring, they will die, since, they no longer have a heart, which makes living kind of problematic. But in theory, if we can separate the Hulk from the Red Lantern ring, he would die, and we will have achieved our goal. Simple enough, right? Well, you guys should know by now, it's not going to be that easy, right? It's not going to be that easy. First of all, saying we're going to separate the Hulk from the ring is one thing. To do it is quite another. As we said, we're facing a rampaging, invulnerable, rage-vomiting monster. It's not like we're just going to be able to walk up and ask him to remove the ring, right? Like, hey, Incredible Hulk, you're really scaring old Miss Jenkins, man. Like, she's terrified of you. Will you please take off the ring? That's not going to happen. Like, he'll kill us before we even get close enough. So, we're going to have to figure out if there's a way that we can separate the Hulk from the ring against his will, which will be difficult, but might not be impossible. So, members of the Red Lantern Corps usually have an inherent weakness to the hope-fueled light emitted by the Blue Lantern rings. Exposure to this light will negate the effects of rage in the Red Lantern, which in turn will make them weaker. Now, if we had enough Blue Lanterns, then it might be possible to completely neutralize the rage that burns within the Hulk, and then once he's in an extremely weakened state, remove the ring and end his life. So in reality, there really is a straightforward way to kill the Red Lantern Hulk, although it will take the concentrated power of several Blue Lanterns, but we can't say for sure how many, because of course, there's no precedent for this in the comics, as Hulk has never gotten a Red Lantern ring. What we do know though, is that Hulk's capacity for rage is very, very high, so we can assume that it's going to take a lot of Blue Lanterns, perhaps even the entire Blue Lantern Corps, to pull this off. Now, I do need to point out here that in our previous video, we did get the Red Lantern ring off the Hulk after he'd been defeated and he didn't die. Now, some of you are probably wondering how that was possible, but the answer is simple. Since the intent was to merely stop the Hulk rather than kill him, the Blue Lanterns would have used their healing abilities to counteract the effects of the Red Lantern ring on the Hulk's physiology, allowing him to return to normal. Obviously, if the goal is to kill the Hulk, they wouldn't do that, and the Hulk would theoretically die when the ring was removed. But let's not stop there. I mean, this is a little anticlimactic, isn't it? The Rob Corps is not about taking the easy way out. No. All right, we are not now this nerd. All right, we're not taking over the source-fed nerd base and then killing the channel. That's not our goal. We're not going to destroy everything that we built up. We are going to take the hard way out. We're actually going to work hard for our money. So hard for our money, and it's gonna work hard for us. So, since we've established that taking the Hulk down by dealing physical damage to him is pretty much impossible, we're still gonna be focusing on taking off the Red Lantern ring, because with it, he's effectively unstoppable. But how do we get the ring off of him? The first step is clearly going to be calming the Hulk down. We have to decrease his rage if we have any hope of getting close enough to remove the ring. To do that, we can try a couple of methods. First, we can try to calm him down telepathically. There are several extremely powerful telepaths in Marvel Comics: Charles Xavier, Emma Frost, Jean Grey before she died, and we can try to use their abilities to probe around the Hulk's mind and turn off the rage that's fueling him. This might work, but it's not a sure thing. The Hulk has shown in the past that he is at least somewhat resistant to telepathy. Now, this has kind of waxed and waned over the years, but the combined efforts of those three telepaths may be enough to overcome that resistance. But even then, I'm not sure how much is going to be going on inside the Hulk's mind. It's basically just going to be overcome by rage and devoid of any real thought. Maybe this group of telepaths will be able to dig past all the rage and actually appeal to the Hulk's conscious mind. Maybe they won't. It's not a sure thing, but it is a possibility. But I think a better avenue than telepaths is another class of characters that can alter the moods of others. There are actually a few characters in the Marvel Universe with this ability. nobility, such as Luna Maximoff, the daughter of Quicksilver and the Inhuman Crystal, as well as Manuel de la Rocha, better known as the Mutant Empath. Because he's a pretty obscure character that many of you may have never heard of, Empath is a character that debuted in the mid-1980s in the New Mutants series, where he was a member of the Hellions, a group of mutant students taught by Emma Frost, who at the time was the White Queen of the Hellfire Club. Now, he's been used pretty sparsely in comics since then, but he is really the perfect tool for us here, since we don't want to send a child like Luna into battle with the Red Lantern Hulk. I mean, it'd be messed up, wouldn't it? Like, to see like Luna just go trotting up to the Hulk, like, Hulk, will you please calm down? He's like, Hulk smash! And like smash this little girl. I mean, it'd be... I don't know why we're laughing. That's not funny. Even we, as murderous as we are, we have our limits, right? I mean, we have the limits of the things that we're just not willing to do. And sending a little child in to get murdered is not okay. A teenager is perfectly acceptable though, because when I was a teenager, I was a dick, and teenagers are generally dicks. So, Empath is perfect because he's able to control the emotions of others without even touching them. And he can completely negate the emotions that a person is feeling and put them in a pretty much catatonic state. When they're in this state, Empath is able to not only control their emotions, but their actions as well. So we let Empath negate Hulk's rage. The Hulk goes catatonic, we take the ring off the Hulk, and he dies. Most likely. I mean, probably. There's a really good chance that he will. I mean, the Hulk has an insane healing factor. Maybe he can grow a new heart before he dies. Maybe he can't. At any rate, we should probably just keep calming him down until he completely reverts back to Bruce Banner before taking off the ring. Then we can simply just shoot an arrow through him and make sure that he can't heal, like when Hawkeye did during Civil War II, because Marvel was making a stupid decision. But anyway, RobCorps, if you are new here to Comics Explained, make sure you guys hit the sub button to become part of the RobCorps proper. If you guys enjoyed this video, make sure you drop a like. And yeah, let me know how you guys feel about this. Do you like the idea of doing a what if story and then a separate video on killing that particular character in that what if story? Or would you rather see a what if story and the character killed in the same video? Let me know down in the comment section, and I'll try and experiment with Batman or something like that. We'll do a what if story on Batman and kill him in the same video, just to kind of see how you guys respond to that. But in any event, guys, we're gonna bring this video to an end, and I will catch you guys later. Peace.